Hey guys, it's Derek here, and I wanted to apologize to Reese Robbins. I'm extremely sorry, and I wanted to tell Reese that she will always be one of my many favorite porn stars to watch.
The chap is here. The chap is coming. Let me repeat that again. The chap is here. The chap is coming. And are you looking for things to suck? Cumin. Boy, Cumin. Hardcore. Cumin. And now I'm gonna masturbate. Cumin. They fucked me again, left and right. Pound the fuck out of these guys, touching the guy's penis. And now you're looking for things to suck. And my ass is so fucking stretched out at this point. Cumin.
Never tipping, never drop a gifted sub. Yeah, I'm lurking, yeah, I'm jerking. Yeah, I'm busting nuts. I've been stroking for so long. Stroking. Little Derek starts to hurt.
I'm glad to hear that, Derek. The chap is here. The chap is coming. Let me repeat that again. The chap is here. The chap is coming. And now you're looking for things to suck. Cumin. Boy, Cumin. Hardcore. Cumin. And now I'm gonna masturbate. Cumin. Derek, what's going on? He says I love Cumin. I'm glad to hear that, Derek. My name's Derek. Bye.
Welfare check is early this month. Looking to chill, interact and have fun. Open up my YouTube page and I see your melting face. And when I hear you burn, I'm the only dent on earth. This is so meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, it's meaningful to me. Yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you're guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you don't work just like my legs. Fuck the stupid trolls saying that you beg. You're not the same guy you were yesterday. Here's 150 for the vest today. It's time for a silly bubble blow, or I'm gonna close the tab and go. What's your favorite type of food? And can you read my haiku? Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, it's meaningful to me. Yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you're guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, it's meaningful to me. Yeah, your shitty playthroughs are all I need. I know you're guilty, but you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're meaningful to me. Yeah, you're hurting back, your greasy hair, your patchy goatee is meaningful to me. Yeah, is meaningful to me.
That being said.
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 That being said,
That being said.
That being said.
hello. This is Phil Burnell. All right. And just wanted to tell you that I love the podcast. That being said, big ups. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, relaxing, chill, interactive, fun. A.L.T. Insider, the legend, Fantastic Mr. Sam, the dentist, Steve to the dead, psychological style host, Meerkat, artistic style host. That being said, which vest is podcast best? That being said, which vest is podcast best?
Hello, everybody. We are here. It is time. That being said, groupthink time. The best part of your Thursday, best part of your year, actually, starts right the fuck now. As you can see, I'm not alone. Unfortunately, still with only one other legend, but we do have one legend and one host in the house. The hostess with the mostest, ALT Insider, is joined by musical style, creative style, Meerkat. How you feeling, my friend? What's up? What's up?
You finally found a way to address yourself. The hostess with the mostest is absolutely excellent. I commend you for that.
Thank you.
I'm doing a little bit sick, and I was during my stream earlier today. But I'm still hanging on. I'm still not delirious, even though I do have significant swelling and pressure in my brain, right here and here and here. But I think I'll make it through some high quality messages.
Yes, definitely some high quality messages, some high quality shit that went on this week. This week it's already been there's been a lot of interesting stuff going on throughout the nonsense that we go through here. Business style announcements from your side, Meerkat. Any streams planned? I know you did one earlier today. You teased two though, so we just gotta ask: is there going to be another one? What do we expect?
No, that was from yesterday.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
I did two yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Double stream. Double stream.
I didn't overpromise and underdeliver.
Yes.
I promised just enough, and I delivered it, and it's about as what
Fantastic.
So there you go. And as for the fan fiction thing, we're gonna do it like we already said when all of us are here, and we'll find a way to do it. Okay.
Yes.
So don't forget about it. It's very important that you still remember it exists. It's a thing.
That's
Be
the
excited.
Key. That is the fucking key. And as far as the weekend WPIG is going to be, we're starting to watch every single Ask the King, Meerkat. Can you believe it? We're going to watch every single Ask the King starting this weekend. We're going to take Densey Scrolls on a break because Steve's been gone too long. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Let's take a break. Ask the King is where it's going to be at. Saturday, my friends. Saturday, my friends, is going to be hype. So get ready for that. Anyways, let's start the week out with my favorite company and yours, Legends in the aerospace field. I'm wearing their hat today for a reason. Because our boy, former guest, two-time guest, It's a Gundam, had a tweet on Twitter that said, I've talked to someone at, I don't want to put words in his mouth like Phil does. Let me get exactly what he said. I believe he said, I talked to someone at Sikorsky, blah, blah, blah. The ACE certification is shit. That was the bottom line, but I don't want to mess it up too much here. Go ahead.
I think we all kind of know that. That it's not as useful as he thinks it is, but he thinks it's great because it says excellence on it, so it makes him feel like he's excellent at something, which is I love that. It's so it's like a little child. It's kind of endearing, but then you remember it's like a 40-year-old dude, and then it gets embarrassing.
Yeah. So the exact tweet was, just like Meerkat said, I've spoken to a woman who worked at the same helicopter company as DSP. The ACE award they give to everyone, according to her, was completely meaningless. That's what he said. So, of course, by Flying Monkey or by following Poem's future on Twitter or by just reading it his fucking self, DSP has to mention Sikorsky this week. So that's going to be the first clip of the day. Let's get some Sikorsky hype in the house, all right? My favorite company and yours, Sikorsky.
Tricky Tom or whatever, giving their opinions. And a lot of their things that they say are...
Okay, you can't hear that. Hang on a second. Steve, come. Sam, come on. We need you, buddy. We need you in here, buddy.
But I can imagine I'm hearing it as long as people on stream are hearing it. I can just imagine it in my head what he would usually say.
Yes, it's not hard, but here we go. Okay, now we're in. Gonna go like this. Gonna go like this, and there we go. Okay.
Are not just not true. Like, for example, I guess one of the things people are saying that he's saying is, oh, I only ever got an office job at the helicopter company.
Okay, here's one more thing, Meerkat, I want to point out to you, because you weren't here the day we pointed it out. Whenever Phil wants you to think the person he's talking about is stupid, he will do the, oh. And that's the marker that was whatever I'm about to say now is coming from an idiot. That's what I want you to think about. So here we go. Here's the, oh.
Yeah, it's like quotation marks, but so they're stupid, like you say. Yeah, that's exactly like it.
So they're stupid. So here we go. There's the, get ready for that. Wait, get past
things that they say are not just not true. Like, for example, I guess one of the things people are saying that he's saying is, oh, I only ever got an office job at the helicopter company because of nepotism. And everything I ever said about it, I must have made up, right? It's like, okay. I mean, you could say that. You have absolutely no factual basis to say that. You have no evidence of anything you're saying, right? I can literally sit here and tell you all about the 4.5 years I was at that company, the ups and downs that it had, all the work I did, how much they loved me, and they were promoting me, and they were giving me raises, and they had me do all this extra work.
So new stuff's coming out here. He never talked about these raises, and they loved him, and they got these raises now. Remember, he told many times he was CEO, right? But getting entry-level pay.
He talked about doing some work that was too advanced for his position, but he was paid less. So that's how good of an employee he was. He was going above and beyond.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Now he's got raises. Let's see.
But the truth is, if you don't believe anything that I have to say, then there's no point in me telling you the stories, right? There's no way that any of it can be corroborated because the company doesn't exist anymore.
That's not true. That is just not a factual statement. Like, I know his fans, unironic fans, can believe that, but that's just not the case. Like, a company's gone doesn't mean you can't ask people questions. Like, do you think he's doing this because he's trying to, like, negate anything that Gundam's gonna find, or what? What is his goal here?
I don't know, actually. I don't know how deeply he thought about it. I think it's just maybe just deflecting it and saying that it was past Phil and just irrelevant. So
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
Sure.
I know that Gundam tweet, we saw it, and he had to be thinking about it because it happened before this random mention. And also he's talking about the Turkey Tom thing, of course, as well. But let's hear what else he has to say.
Going out of business, right?
Out of business. Oh, no one knows anything now. Out of business. Poof, gone. Thanos, out.
They literally laid everyone off.
That's not
everyone
true.
Either got transferred out or they're gone.
They transferred somewhere else, yes.
The company doesn't exist, right? So you can neither confirm nor deny any of my stories about that company because they don't exist.
That's amazing. That's just not true. That's just not a true statement.
I really love just the simple fact that somebody is petty enough to research something that happened in like 2008, and then he is forced to talk about it because they're bringing it up. It's just so fucking funny. He has to think about that kind of shit from back in the day.
Yeah, so Utterly Insane says company still exists as part of Lockheed Martin. Yep, that's pretty common knowledge. They still exist. Duty Stream says the only thing that cures a cold and brain swelling is a tier 2 typical and a hat. Yes, hats are good for stopping brain swelling. All right, we're not done yet. Let's still hear this. Hey guys, don't worry. Whatever you hear about Sikorsky, it doesn't mean shit because here's why. They don't exist. Here's more.
So you also have the right to literally talk out of your butt about that kind of stuff. I can't stop you. You know what I'm saying?
Can't stop you.
No, my dad was not a high up at the company at all.
Now let's get some dad slander.
Absolutely not. He was not. He was a relatively mid to low end guy in the company.
Low end guy.
He's just like a small guy.
He's a mid to low end guy.
He was still an intern.
Yeah. He cleaned the toilets basically.
He had come over
from.
You
know what? He was so good. at being an intern, Dave Burnell, that they wanted him to do that for like 15 years straight. He was their best intern of all time.
Amazing. He's a mid to low end guy, dude. He did nothing.
Sikorsky aircraft.
Yeah, and by the way, his LinkedIn is public record, and it's not low end. You know, it's not. I mean, does he pretend people can't see that? His own father put it on LinkedIn. This is not agricultural website stuff. This is a LinkedIn public profile. And he's not. Okay? Low tier dad. Low tier
I
dad.
don't understand about him is like, why is he trying to pretend like he never was privileged in any kind of way? Just like embrace it and be happy that you got this kind of possibility. Because some people don't, and that's all. I don't know why he tries to seem like the average guy. Maybe so he can be more relatable, so people can like him more.
I think that's it. I think he wants more credit than what he's worth. So he will say about, when talking about college, he'll say, "Oh, I didn't have like everyone else that had the free ride that got nothing paid for. By the way, his parents paid for some. He also had a scholarship, you know, and apparently he paid for some too." But those are two things that a lot of people would give a lot of fucking wish they had, you know? Is parents paying for college and scholarships. And he had both of those things, but he just leaves those out of the story. Oh, okay. I'm not one of these guys with silver spoons that has the whole college paid for. No, but you had 66% of it paid for, you know?
Yeah. Well,
but just leave that out. Who needs it? Doesn't help your narrative of begging, right? But, all right, 30 seconds left. Let's hear what else he has to say.
Which was one of the companies associated with the company. He had transferred over. His whole life, he was a helicopter blade guy. He worked on the line, working helicopter blade.
Worked on the line.
That's how they call them there, the helicopter blade guys.
Hey, we need the helicopter blade guy. Get your ass over here, Dave. We need a helicopter blade.
Dave.
All right.
Dave, you fucked up again. Half the blades from this one are gone. What the fuck, dude? Helicopter blade guy.
Is your fucked up son on this again? Get that shithead out of here. Sorry, guys. Sorry. We'll move him to a different department. I'm sorry. Don't fire him, please. Please don't fire him.
Blades. Then he became the foreman of the helicopter blade shop. And after doing that for a very long time, he
So foreman of a blade shop. Very low tier. Foreman in my language means, you know, above a lot of people, you know, because you're taking in charge of them. But okay. Low level, mid to low.
wanted to get out of it. And it was more of a lateral to lower down move, but he was doing completely different kinds of work. He wasn't doing physical work anymore. Instead, he...
Oh, my bad. Oh, what?
His whole life, he was a...
There we go. Sorry about that. Here we go.
But he was doing completely different kinds of work. He wasn't doing physical work anymore. Instead, he...
It cuts off there. But instead, he was doing something. I know the second clip. Hold on. But anyways, this is funny. Last thing. And then he has to talk about the ACE certification, okay? ACE certification. The certification that Gundam called out is specifically saying doesn't mean anything. Here's Phil's take on that.
I don't know. Again, I don't care. I could answer these questions all day.
I love the I don't care. The 10-minute rant, I don't care.
About the company, you know? It's simple stuff. Anyone who knows anything, like, for example, when you were at that company, you were almost expected at some point to participate in an ACE event.
So you had to go to an ACE event. You were expected to go. Yeah. Everyone had expected to go. Okay.
To help improve your department.
There is, in companies, there's usually this thing that sometimes you kind of have to go. They say in the email with kind of italics that it's very highly recommended that you attend this event. Of course, they can't force you, but they kind of would like to.
And you have to do it, right? You
gotta do it,
do it, yeah. And if you don't do it, you get in trouble. You know, they'll look down on you in some way. So you just gotta go. So okay.
Yeah.
But simply just sitting in the meetings and giving input didn't make you an ACE certified person. It just means you helped the company, right? That was part of your job. But there were people who were running these events and were going to training. I had to keep leaving my job and go over to Sikorsky and go through these training courses.
They wanted to get him out of there, you know? Yeah, go to another training course. Get your ass out of here.
And participate in the events and stuff and tests. There were tests involved and everything in order to get this.
That was this crazy thing called tests. There was tests involved. You guys might know what tests are.
Yeah, this checks out. This looks like a helicopter to me. Is it going to pass the test? Yep, it is a helicopter. We got 100% compatibility. Let's move on.
The teacher signs it 100%. Philip, smiley face. Go ahead, Phil.
Yeah.
Get it back on the road.
Certification.
God.
But again, how do you prove that when the company doesn't exist? That's what I mean.
See, that's just 100% trying to shoot down what Gundam said right there when he talked about the ACE certification shit. It's just what Gundam said is not true. Don't believe what that you might have heard. It's not true, you know? So, anyways, yeah, go ahead.
at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter what the A certification means because he has it and he never used it and it never benefited him. So it might as well be the best thing you can ever get, but to him it's useless. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Well,
All
back
we
then
got
he
out
was-
of this is him getting butthurt for a little bit.
Yes, and if it keeps coming out, I mean, who knows who Keemstar talked about? We're gonna get into that, of course. But who knows who that was? Real quick, some shout outs, then we'll talk about that. We got Boat Knight in the house. ALT, your DSP behavior analyst skill is too good. Well, thank you, Boat Knight. Logan says the hospital I was born in doesn't exist. You can neither confirm nor deny I was born there, okay? And you know what? There's some shitheads here that say I wasn't even born. How can you confirm that or deny that, okay? The fuck them. But yeah, so before we get to I'm sure some people want to talk about the Keem. Let's wait for a message about the Keem to come up to talk about that. How about we do that? Because I'm sure someone's going to ask that in the messages. So let's get to our first message here in the house.
We can say what the development is.
That's true.
A fellow viewer, I was going to call him a fellow American, Bob Starsky, reached out to the real Jenna, the real one, on Instagram. I can confirm she's the real one.
Oh, yeah. She's the real one.
I've seen it.
She's a real one.
Real recognizes real, you know what I mean? So he confirmed that she didn't talk to Keemstar.
She did not talk to Keemstar. She did not talk to Keemstar. So she didn't. But then who else could it be, right? That's the question. Who else could it be if it's not Jenna?
At this point, I'm just not gonna have any kind of expectations, completely like zero. Because if it's not Jenna, then everybody starts rising up their hype. Like, who could it be? There's only a couple of obvious choices. So I'm not gonna get too hyped up about this. Could be anybody.
Yeah, this isn't the first time Keemstar said something's going to happen that we haven't seen the results of, so let's just calm down about that. It does make it, I don't even know if it makes it a higher chance to be cool or lower chance to be cool, because it just means that one bad option is out, but there's still a lot of other bad options. That means there's some good options still on the table, in the panda variety, but it probably is, let's just see what happens is what I'm saying. Don't get too hyped up on it. It's not going to be, I don't know. Who knows what he could pull out of his hat. If he pulls anything out, we'll know. Who knows? Keemstar knows how to build up hype, and you don't have to build, he doesn't have to pay that hype off either. He has to just keep building it up, and then who knows,
That is a very good point. He can just leave everybody hanging and then move on to the next drama thing that he's doing with whoever he's doing it, and then nobody's even going to notice. But the thing is that maybe it's just a random bluff, so DSP could address it and talk about it, so they can have something to talk about on the LOLcow podcast. You see, because there's that angle now, because that podcast wants to get DSP's panties in a bunch. They want him to react to something. They want to diss him at some point. Now they're a little too busy with the boogie drama because he kept embarrassing himself and was like going around. Keemstar yelled at him. Very entertaining.
Yeah.
But at some point they're gonna come back to Phil.
I will say, if and was that whole thing staged or not? I don't know. But even though it doesn't matter if it was or not, they're doing a good job of making that show getting talked about. You know what I mean? So if it's real or was it's not, people are talking about that fucking show now. And I'm probably on the side of it being fake more, but who knows? Who fucking knows? But people are talking about that show, and it's definitely its own thing right now. And the next episode, people are gonna fucking watch. So Keem's doing Keem stuff, right? He's getting people watching his fucking show, and that's what he's good at. That's bottom line of it.
I don't know if you knew about this, but they have kind of like a reality show format where you got the LOLcows, which is Wings, Boogie, and Tommy C, but they also got the Farmers, which is Turkey Tom, Nick DeOrio, and Mudahar.
Yeah.
So there's that dynamic now, because originally I thought it would be just the three LOLcows sitting there like yelling at each other, but now we got people that are milking them as a part of the same brand.
Yeah.
This is like LOLcow Corporation.
Yes.
This is where it begins.
And it's definitely, I mean, the show we thought we were getting, it's way different than that, because now they got all these people involved that they put out good stuff, man. Like, Mudahar's usually good, has good takes on everything. Turkey Tom, we've seen, seems to be good at putting out stuff that's entertaining. And who knows, man? Who knows what it's going to be like? I hope it gets 1 million fucking views every episode, so DSP can further cope. That's my dream. Is that he has to one day take a spot on the show as a fucking guest, and then at the last.
Oh, that's
second
not gonna happen.
That'd be the best.
No,
I know it won't happen. It would never happen. All right. Anyways, let's get to our first message.
but
go
I
ahead,
also
please.
think instead of acting like he's taking the high road, he should use opportunities like this now when Keemstar is like yelling at Boogie and stuff and clap back at them for everybody's benefit, because he's gonna cause a big thing. His chat is gonna come on his side, and a bunch of other people are gonna start, give him some views and stuff. But of course, he doesn't want to milk himself because he's above that. So we're gonna be doing begging update videos then.
All right, let's get our first caller ever back in the house, Mario Faker. Let's see what you got to say.
Hey, it's Mario Faker again, and now guys, imagine if MagFest 2024, they announced the return of Dark Side Phil. Now, don't tell me that you wouldn't make the pilgrimage to witness this firsthand, this shit show. I mean, it may be tough for our European-style hosts here, but Alt.
Yep.
Imagine if he brought Cat. I mean, come on. So my question is, would this appearance be standing room only? I think it might. I think, Stuttering Craig would want to show up there. Perhaps even Keemstar. And especially if it were just Q&A. I know it would never happen, but maybe someone implant this dream into Phil. Anyway, thanks, guys.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he could make some serious money if he did a panel. People would pay. I mean, a lot of conventions out there happen, and a lot of conventions want, guests that get hyped to be there. So he would absolutely do it. But will he ever even consider that thought? Fuck no. So,
no
chance.
He's talked about this, but when I imagine this hypothetical, especially how Mario Faker described it, I imagine it grand. Like you have a big, massive banner that shows like the Project 7 arms crossed, and it like on top of it, it says like DSP is back, and then like a crowd of people super hyped to see him. That's what I imagine, because it's such a hypothetical scenario that I can imagine him actually being successful. It's that much fantasy.
It never would happen, and I can promise you Cat would not be there, because Phil does not want Cat to be seen in any shape or form. I can promise you that. Utterly insane in the house. Let's go.
Hey guys, it's Otter here again. I've just been watching Phil play Call of Duty very badly, and one thing that I've noticed in previous games, but especially in this one, is that he purely operates on a single horizontal plane. He never acknowledges or spots anything above or below that middle of the screen. Why do you think that is when he's been playing games for so long? Have a good one. See you later.
Well, he sucks at games, and he doesn't care about the games he plays. That's pretty much what I think, but what do you think, Meerkat?
I never actually thought about it, and now all the gameplay I've watched from him playing Call of Duty, it makes sense. It actually makes sense. The dude never aims. And I don't mean like aiming down sights. I mean like you walk into a room and you check the corners type of thing. The basics. You just walk straight. If somebody crosses his path, he's going to zoom down sights and shoot him in the body, and then they're going to turn around, shoot him in the face, and then he's going to start crying why he died. But it is really right. I should pay attention to this more from now on. Dude, legitimately just always right down the corner of the screen, aims for the chest, misses, dies, cries. Very nice.
Miss, die, cry. That's the thing. Yeah, it's just he doesn't care what's going on. He's not listening for anything. He's not even having fun playing the game. He's waiting for the tips to come in. Come on, we know this.
Sometimes by the time he dies, he's still on the previous excuse. So he still hasn't even processed it, and he got a brand new one. So he's getting super distracted from actually playing the video game.
The only thing we can't show is the kill cam, though. I can tell you what happened, but get the fuck out. Kill cam, get the fuck out. I want to see the kill cam. I'll tell you what happened. Why you need to see kill cam? I can tell you exactly what happened. I shot him 50 times in the face. He shot me once, and then I go down. That's how the game works. And the kill cam is like seeing that guy just watching Phil running into the wall. Shot, shot, you know? It's like, what happened? What? Huh? All right. Philip's runny nose in the house. Come on.
Hey guys, just want to drop you a quick line about my favorite aspect of the cold and flu arc from a couple of weeks ago. Phil has been making a big production lately of getting up to blow his nose, as you guys well noticed. And every time he comes back and sits down, it's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's so disgusting. He's now starting to do that with his snorts, right? It's like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's so disgusting. It's been like this ever since my cold from a couple of weeks ago. I just, I don't know. I mean, it's just one thing after another. What are you going to do? This galaxy brain genius is live retconning his snorting to make it the fault of his cold. What an epic victim. Love the show.
Go ahead.
I have a counterpoint.
Go ahead.
So these are not normal snorts. This is like if snorts were to, I don't even know what, take some like chemical X, some like radiation. This is some next level of snorting. They're much different from the usual ones because these ones startle me too.
Yes.
Especially when you use them like in the end of a sentence, it makes me have like whiplash.
Yeah, they got the bass.
That's why he's apologizing.
These are bass boosted.
Yeah, bass boosted, exactly.
You get that
and
the deep guttural. That's one that Jasper's like, huh? What
sub.
the fuck? Jasper's like, huh? And he's like, what the fuck, dude? Rumbles. Cat's downstairs playing the game, crying, feeling the rumble. She's in trouble. Yeah, but he's right though. There is this new arc of there's such a theater now about blowing my nose. Oh my God, guys, I'm so sorry about these snorts. I really apologize, guys, about the snorts. And it's a real big difference, right, in what it used to be when he just fire that shit off, doesn't give a fuck. Oh, you want to hear a snort? How about this?
But also, where does he go when he gets up? Because he's talked about having napkins right in front of him before. So like somewhere in the vicinity where he can reach him immediately. Why is he leaving to just blow his nose? Especially during a podcast. I mean, like, what the fuck?
He's walking like the most he can be walking is like 5 feet, right? I mean, it's just over to that. I don't want to get too like analytical of the space of the room, but it's like 5 feet over. He's just standing there by the window, like looking outside, like checking for detractors.
As long as you say next to the cables, you're going to be absolutely correct.
Yeah.
Anywhere he goes, there's cables there.
Yeah.
But I really don't get it.
Yeah, it's being typical thing. We do have to play. There's a great one. Since you mentioned the sickness, how would you like to hear Phil being totally, really, and absolutely actually sick? It's really tough for him these days, guys. But let's listen in. This is how Phil's going to tell you he's actually really still sick. Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah, this one.
How have I been? I'm all right. I wish that I could get these cold symptoms completely gone. I'm working on that. Here, it's not great.
Hi, Mom. I gotta come home from school. Sorry.
I think you need to watch the actual video for it to really hit home, because he coughs and then looks at the camera and it's like, you see, you guys, I'm actually still sick. I'm still recovering. I need help right now, by the way.
Yeah. Guys, I'm just still working on it, okay? It's been tough. It's amazing. Amazing. All right, next message. Uh-oh, Kaiser in the house. Watch out. Hold on to your fucking hats. Kaiser's in the house.
Help.
Hello, sirs. Kaiser Augustus on behalf of the Dinner World Order here. Now, guys, just like clockwork, as soon as DSP started playing the new game from his favorite series of Sleeping Aid, the Yakuza, also known as Like a Dragon, he just had to talk shit about the Japanese, because, I mean, I don't know if you know this is like, that's how crazy those fucking people are over there on those fucking islands. It's how isolated they are. They are so fucking crazy. Their culture is so fucking out there that they enjoy talking to attractive women. Like, I mean, imagine that. Imagine how disgusting that is. And those women, they wear cocktail dresses, so they're basically half naked. That's so fucking disgusting, dude. Those fucking kafir whores should have put on a hijab if Phil had anything to do with it. Also, he bragged about not spending even a single yen, but I bet he'd spend at least 10 million if the game involved collecting pictures of big, hunky, sweaty men in tights.
Sumo wrestlers.
What do you guys think? Also, what was for breakfast?
Oh, changing it up.
Oh, wow.
DBO. Nude stable forming. DBO. So, yeah, this is obviously very funny. Very funny.
Wait, what? DBO? What does that mean?
Oh, that's Fuck, that's a bad one. BWO. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Math rulers. Okay, so do we want to hear what Phil said, or you want anything to add first before we hear what Phil said about this exact thing?
Let's hear him first.
Yeah, let's
he
hear.
Has very
let's
important
hear,
things to
this
say.
Is very, very cool.
So it doesn't really matter, each one.
Real quick, if he's what he's doing is he got to that part in the game. You can't skip this part. It's not an optional thing. You have to do it. You have to choose between two women that are hostess women, and you have to choose one. And let's hear if Phil handles this decision and his next actions.
So it doesn't really matter, each one's gonna be stupid. Here, we'll just fucking click this one.
Ooh, okay.
Here we go. He's fucking Japanese. There's nothing you can.
Like that right there, man. It's like I'm stopping right there. He's fucking Japanese. How is that a statement, dude? He's fucking Japanese.
This is like you wake up in the morning of Pearl Harbor, you look outside, and that's what you say. That's the only context in which I would get it.
Yeah, these fucking Japanese, dude. They're chicks. God.
Here we go.
Oh wait, I'm gonna play it one more time here.
Here, we'll just fucking click this one. It doesn't matter. Here we go. He's fucking Japanese. There's nothing you can do about it. Good fucking lord. They love this shit. Once again, I don't get it. In Japan, they go to clubs like this and they pay money to spend time to talk to people who are half naked, right? But you get nothing out of it. So
you get nothing out of it. So you get nothing out of it. You just who imagine they want to talk to hot girls? Who wants to do that, right? And he acts like the whole fucking country is just doing it. Like it's not like similar to strip clubs in America, where there's a portion of the population that definitely goes to strip clubs and enjoys them. I'm not sure in your neck of the woods, Meerkat, how the let's say your country's equivalent of the hostess club is, but I promise you they're all over America in the form of strip clubs. It's a little different in Japan. They do just talk, but it's just that's how they do it over there. And it's not everybody, and but the thing is, the funny part is you get nothing out of it, right? But there is something you get out of it. You get to talk to someone hot.
Yeah.
But I guess you got to be horny for girls to enjoy that. You know what I mean?
Look, I don't get it, but I wouldn't just outright condemn it like that. It's like whatever. It doesn't bother me at all. It's the same with prostitution in Amsterdam, because there it's a little bit more straightforward. You just go there, you pick somebody, and you're like, okay, this one. And that's completely legal there, and it's all right, and it's sectioned out in the city, and pretty much every city that has it. So it's a thing.
Yeah,
you can just do it.
But
and I don't think it was depicted in a very obnoxious way in the game. It was just kind of there, and you clicked on a bunch of options, and you just got through the level, and that's it. There's nothing really bad about it. I don't know why you had to cry about this so much. Especially making it about Japanese people.
And flexing that he's not, you're not getting any money out of me, honey. Like she's like a stripper on this corner, like, oh yeah, I'm not paying for this, honey. It's like, come on, dude. It's not, it's just his take on anything about, first of all, he hates Japanese people. And I do have a few ideas as to why he hates Asians. If you'd indulge me here for a second. I have a list of 9 possibilities. And Meerkat, I'm going to ask you to tell me what's the most believable, okay? So this is why...
Oh, wait, I have to remember all 9 so I can tell
you'll
which
get
one
it.
is
It's
the
not
most?
serious. It's not a serious quiz.
Okay, all right.
Okay. First possible reason is, after his first choice for prom, who was, had a boyfriend, Phil understood he couldn't take her to prom, which was an issue he had to deal with. He accepted it. Then he asked the nerdy Asian girl from his school. She thought it was a joke and rejected him. That's the first possible reason.
Oh, that's great.
The second possible reason, there's a fighting game player that is still prominently in the fighting game community known as Tokido. And Tokido beat him in Evo, and that's why Philip Burnell got 4th place at Evo, is Tokido. That's the possible. Number 2.
Yeah.
Number 3, of course, I just need to say the name. I don't need to say anything else. Sir Wong exists. That's number 3. Number 4, his arch nemesis from tournaments. Remember his friend Bucktooth? Asian-style American Bucktooth. Still Asian, though.
I don't know him, but...
Next, Jaha exists. Korean-style Asian. Remember, tried to beat his ass. Didn't know. Next, we have Latinas. So what I bring up Latinas is he prefers Latinas. He does not like Asians. He prefers Latinas. Next up, Nintendo. Japanese-style company. He hates Nintendo games, and his fans also hate Nintendo games. Another possibility is Kojima. Hello, Japanese.
Oh my
Kojima.
God.
Kojima could be, right? And the final possibility is Michelle Lee. Michelle Lee was the person that got second. Bill was valedictorian. Michelle Lee was number 2. You might be feeling maybe he's worried about her. I don't know. Those are my options. I don't know. What do you think is most believable? Because he does hate Asians. That's no for question.
I think the most impressive thing of the whole thing is that you found 9 different, specifically Asian people that have wronged him to the extent that he could hold a grudge and be racist about. That's very impressive. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
But I don't know which one to pick. I think they all kind of accumulated over time.
Yes.
So it started with that girl that denied him because he thought she was easy to get, because she was the nerdy Asian girl. He could just hit on her when he has no other options. And then that hurt his ego. And then you got Evo being clapped at the moment of his life. It was like WrestleMania. It's like he lost at WrestleMania. It was the biggest hurt ego moment of his whole thing. And then the other ones, like, they accumulated throughout time.
Yes. But yes. So a lot of reasons match into one, but there's no doubt about it. He hates those fucking Japanese people, and he thinks those Japanese are insane and crazy. And also, I think there's probably a little bit of it because he knows Kat wants to go there. That's like literally on Kat's bucket list. She does want to go there. She said that on her own streams. She was playing when she's playing Yakuza, the earlier ones, on her own streams. Sorry, honey, not getting there. He might wish he could take it there, but he knows he can't. But there we go. Japanese people are crazy. Those Japanese are crazy, and whatever. He can't see a girl wearing a cocktail dress. They're not half naked, by the way. I mean, they're showing cleavage. Let's not get it twisted. They're trying to be attractive and trying to show a little skin, but half naked. All right. Next, Hashi. Let's go.
Hello. That being said, it's Hashi here, and after last episode, we talked about like the pig roach thing. He's unkillable, but I think we're gonna start seeing more and more Begathons coming up. Like his support is just like in the toilet. He's struggling to get to what would be normal back in the day. The status quo is just shifted way far beyond what he's comfortable with, and I think Phil is gonna like freak out. I think we're gonna see his actual like midlife crisis happen on stream. Anyways, big up Steve, Meerkat, your music's good, and Sam, you should upload more.
We go.
What do you get, ALT? What the fuck? You didn't give him a shout out?
I got Gugots. That's all I get. I just Gugots.
Next message needs to be just a solo shout out for you.
Please, Hashi, make it happen. Choose crying downstairs. No, but I don't know. I think we're seeing the midlife crisis happen in real time, right? I mean, that's what we're watching. I mean, the thing that I noticed the most when watching the old clips compared to now is the endless trying to convince himself about how meaningful everything is, right? So he'll just tell you every day now, man, this is so meaningful. It's really meaningful about this content. We're doing it together, right? We're meaningful together, meaningful content. You come out to the streams, you love it. I mean, you absolutely love it. Like you love it so much. You guys give me this much money. It's incredible. Like you love this. And I'm so important to you. I am so important to you guys. That's what he said.
Somebody that hasn't actually sat through a segment like this might think you're over-exaggerating, but we have the actual clip of the actual cult segment. I know you have it, and it's great. If you could play it, it would be amazing.
Let's go.
I love that clip.
Now, again, a way to help out and alleviate this would be to support the streams. Again, tipping, maybe giving some credits towards these marketplaces, whether it be Nintendo for Mario RPG or Xbox
marketplaces,
or RoboCop or Lords of the Fallen or whatever you want to see me play next. That would help a lot, okay? No, I really mean that too, because some people are like joking.
There we go.
Oh, here we go.
And they're like,
here we go.
Oh,
there it is. You heard it. There's the O. When you hear the O, that means this person is an idiot. That's the marker. Yeah. So we know we're there. Here comes the O.
No, I really mean that too, because some people are like joking. And they're like, oh, so it's all about we, not me. No, it really is. I'm telling you, it really is. It's about us working together to figure this stuff out, because it's not just my stream. It's our stream. You get that? Like, again.
Don't you get that? Don't you get that? It's about us.
I think this is...
Don't you get that?
Go ahead.
I think this is how he managed to get Kat to marry him. It was something like this. About us, this is like our life. Look at what we built. This big house I'm paying off. Everything else I'm paying off. This is just us. Please marry me. Please, I'm 40. Please.
Don't you get that? What's that fucking high-pitched voice out of nowhere? Don't you get that? Shut the fuck up. Don't you get that? All right, let's hear it again. Don't you get that?
Our stream. Do you get that? Like,
I talked over it. Okay, don't you get that? Don't you get that? What the
our
fuck?
stream. Do you get that? Like, again, why do you think I'm still here 15 years later?
Why? I wonder.
Why? It's not because of just me. It's because of us working together. It's because we have a like mind, because we like games. We have a passion for it. We share those experiences. We like hanging out together. You like it so much that you support it, right? That's what it's all about, correct? So, to me, it just makes me like...
Just having a conversation with himself when, like, supposed to be, you know, like, you give something, I get something, you know, right? Right? Okay, you got that, right? Okay, let's move on. It's about us. Why do you think I'm here 15 years? Okay, so from his own admission, he did not do this interactive stuff until the last, what? Let's see, 2018 when he started live streaming. Then he changed, though. There was, how many changes have we been through? How many metamorphoses of being a better person have we been through now? 4 or 5, I don't know.
I don't know, yeah.
But so those all 15 years weren't involved with you being about us, right? You know? And someone had a great fucking super chat, you know, never tip, but someone tipped and got this statement out there. He said, okay, I can't wait to hear about the profit sharing for us. You know? I mean, this is what, if you don't get that thought in your head when you hear this, I mean, you might be a DSP fan. I'm gonna, you know, like, if you don't get the thought of how crazy this sounds, you might be a DSP fan. That's my new comedy bit, you know? Like, you might be a redneck. I don't know if you heard that. Like, if your retirement plan is NASCAR plates, you might be a redneck. Well, I have a new series called If You Can Fall for This and Don't Think, you know, that if you think it's really about us, you might be a dent. There you go. Yeah, Bob Archer.
Yeah.
All right, we're not done, though. Hold on your fucking cringe hats.
I scratch my head when I say stuff like that. It's it's our stream. Here's what we're doing. People are like, what do you mean we're? It's you. No, it's not me. It's us. You want to know?
It's us. Russ.
It's our stream. Here's what we're doing. People are like, what do you mean we're? It's you. No, it's not me. It's us.
Oh, God.
You want to know what it would be if it was me? Me turning this fucking camera off right now, right? You don't need to have interaction with me. It's not a stream anymore. And I just sit here and I play a game for myself offline. That's
what you do during the night streams anyway. I mean, let's get it real. Let's not get twisted.
Yeah.
You know, that's the night streams anyway. Please engage with me. Ring a bell. No one's talking to me. I don't know what's going on here. By the way, you know, I mean, that's a very regular occurrence.
to me. That's what I stopped doing in 2017. Do you understand? The moment that I became an interactive streamer over 6 years ago, this became we, not me. I don't know why.
The moment I decided to acknowledge that I'm actually alive, this became a we thing. Wow, this is such a great guy.
You understand?
Because, you know, remember, in the beginning, he was playing like Dark Souls, shit like that, and he was streaming himself, but he was pretending like chat doesn't exist, so he can still chill out the untainted playthroughs, you know, that don't have shout-outs, nonsense like this, and pretend like he's doing the two separate business strategies. And then he decided to make it a we thing, and now, what, 5 years after the fact, he's owed some kind of respect for that?
Yeah. And he says he was 15 years, but now he says since 2017 it's been about us. So we have 15 years it's been about us. Since 2017 it's been about us. Okay, let's go.
I don't know why people think it's funny or they make fun of it, because besides the fact that they're just fucking complete idiots.
Yep, we are complete idiots. It's very funny. It's very funny. All right, next message. Oh, real quick, I want to say, Infidel Castro says Canadian strip clubs are better than American strip clubs. I have heard that too. I can't compare. I don't have that much experience in strip clubs, but I've heard that same statement. We'll ask Derek on that because he is from Canada, so we'll get his strip club review coming down the pipe.
Do you think he's allowed inside? I think he is of age. He was like 22, wasn't he? So yeah, I guess he can.
Yeah. All right, Snood, I see you in chat. You got to let us know if that's true or not, or you can start a new series.
Yeah.
Taking Derek to the strip club. All right. It's going to James the Lesser in the house. 10 seconds. Let's go.
Shout out. those watching, and hopefully come back healthier than ever soon.
Big ups. Message for
Steve? Yes.
Yep, he will hopefully come back soon. Fantastic Mr. Sam, too. Busy with work. We got to get him. We got to get him back. We need him. Nowhere to be. Let's go.
Hey, that being said, nowhere to be here. First, I just want to say I love your podcast. I have a lot of respect for everything detractors such as yourselves do. Honorable mentions to more recent detractors like Brandon and Atlas the Bookkeeper. And of course, there's way too many of you guys to mention, but I love everything you guys make. So real quick, I just want to share how I discovered DSP, why I still watch detractor content about him, and then I'd ask you all a question, and I apologize if you've been asked it a lot. So I discovered DSP 11 years ago. I think he was playing Black Mesa at the time. I had never heard of him, but I quickly began to realize when I was listening to him, oh my god, I sound a lot like this guy when I'm getting video games. And it was really, really just awful to hear. So long story short, ever since then, I kind of keep checking in on him and watching a lot of detractor content, almost as like a measuring stick for who I was then and who I am now. So that being said, my question to you guys is, what was it about DSP that sucked you into the vortex, and why do you still keep up with the guy? Thanks.
All right, we said it before, but we can always reiterate. Meerkat, you go first. What got you in here? Why do you keep watching?
Yeah, I think these questions that get asked pretty often are some of the most interesting because there's a reason why they get asked a lot, because it really varies from person to person, and there's a lot of different answers that can all be valid. So I found DSP through Wings. I think it was a Liquid Richard song. Might have been the Three Kings or one of those when they're like all of them are on a song. And I thought he was pretty tame and boring. But then I sat through maybe a couple of videos of him begging for memberships, I think it was. And then he was so fucking entitled and arrogant, I couldn't believe he was real. So that's the thing that actually hooked me to keep watching is like, is this guy really this up his own ass? Is he so delusional? And then I noticed there's so many people making stuff about him, and I thought there must be something into this that it's more than meets the eye. And there was actually a lot of it, if you can't tell. So there you go.
Yeah.
The answer to the actual question would be, I guess, how delusional he is. That's what kept me watching.
I guess, yeah, for me it was This How You Don't Play. I didn't know who it was. Thought it was like, oh my god, this is some funny shit, man. I thought it was just normal like bad gamer player. So they would come to my feed. I would watch those, and then I think some big drama happened. I can't remember what it was. What might have been the bank leaks almost or something. Maybe before that though. I don't know. But I got into holy shit, and then they learned about this, and then someone said something about might be something like I'm trying to think of a old begging for the Save the House or something. I was like, what? What is the Save the House story? So I went down Save the House story, and I was like, there's all these little things, and that's what really got me. Like, there's so much more to hear about, and then that's how it kept going. And now I'm trying to do it, learn as much as I can for the stupid shit as I can, because there's always more lore to learn. Anyways, let's keep moving on. Good question to know where to be. And I do want to say, that was, Meerkat, if you're ready, and Chad, if you're ready for this, that was our 1,000th message we've ever received on this show. 1,000 calls. So Mario Faker was number 1. Nowhere to Be was number 1,000. You are a legend, my friend. Thanks, everybody, for the calls. It's been a blast. Cyclops86
it's actually crazy.
Yeah,
it's a really weird number, because we haven't listened to all of them, because some of them came in between weeks that we didn't do the show and stuff like that. But still, they have 1,000 messages sent in. That's huge, you guys. Big ups.
That's crazy.
Thanks
that's
for caring enough.
I didn't even think.
And this was really.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was. I think originally the idea for this show was your idea to have the call-ins, and that was worked out awesome until we just got way too many people to be able to let all of them call in. So we decided to give them equal ground. And I think that made it so everybody gets to have their voice out there and ask whatever they got to say. Some people just vent, some people sending bits. So it's really fun that we got this going on.
Yeah.
Great stuff, you guys.
It was cool. I remember I was so fucking, you could watch those first episodes. It's the totally different vibe. If you want to check it out, it's a very different vibe going on there, but it was a lot of fun. I remember I was so fucking nervous. I still remember that shit.
You were running everything, including the Discord, letting people in, seeing who's waiting. It was the first one was crazy because that was completely 100% you, and you were way less experience than you are now.
Yes, that was it was almost too much. Let me say, there was many times that, you know what, I can't do it, but then we did it, and Sam joined then, and then we kind of made it everybody thing. So that's the lore of this show, and it's kind of interesting how we're kind of if we don't have a guest, these two shows, there's not like that much separation anymore between Sunday and this show. Like, you know, we kind of are mixing them.
Yeah.
Like, who knows what's gonna happen, but you know. Anyways, we'll see what happens. Content changes and evolves through the time. Now we're dealing with Steve not being here for months now, it seems like. It seems like he's gone for a fucking year. But yeah, we hope he's doing well, obviously. And Sam's been busy with shit, so.
How long has he been gone for?
I mean,
I don't know,
least.
but it seems like a lot.
I think it literally at least 2 months, but it feels like more than that. But
Yeah.
I think 2 months about. But yeah, we miss Steve and hope he's coming back because we need him for sure.
Yeah, I talked to him about some ways that we could get him involved in like very short bursts, so he can handle it, you know, but he can also say what he wants to say out there.
Mhm.
So let's see if we can figure something out. Hopefully we can.
And his rehab thing is no joke. I mean, I know we like, you know, it's like, it's just, I know it's a big, he's working on like moving every part correctly of his body still, you know, so it's like, it takes a long fucking time. And what his surgery was no fucking joke, you know, so.
Oh yeah.
It takes a long time to come back from that, so we'll see. When he gets here, he's here. When he's not here, he's not here. But we wish him the best, obviously. On another more serious note, Cyclops86 says Canadian strip clubs are fully nude and you can drink alcohol. So hey, big ups for that.
Who can drink alcohol? You or the strippers?
I think they always can.
Or everybody.
I think everybody
they can?
involved.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I've never been in a strip club.
I've only been twice, and I don't like them. It's not cool for me. I don't like it. Like I'm cool if they don't want to talk, but the talking is like, you know, okay, yeah. What I was working like, I forget, I was still at the bank then. Like, yeah, I work at a bank, and they're like, oh, I got a bank, awesome. Yeah, tell me about that. And everything you say is awesome. You know, I was like, I don't need this. I know, you know, I don't need this. Just dance is fine, you know. But yeah, it's not up my speed that much. But anyways.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yes.
The only time I've been in one was in Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh,
Outside
that's
of that,
good,
I'm not even sure I've seen one. I don't know. Here, kind of the meta is casinos. Everybody loves the casinos because you go there, you can drink for free. You get to spend your money. You get super depressed. It's the time of your life.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to fucking me.
Yeah.
Brotherhood Steelman says Keem talked to DSP's sister. Now that's an option. That is on the table. Half sister, by the way. Oh, Brotherhood Steelman refers to her as Pigrella. I guess Cinderella. I guess. Figurella. But that's an option. And that would be pretty interesting. Half sister, actually, Boat Night. Half sister. Half sister, cousin moved in. Gray area there. Cousin that moved in to live with them, right? Meerkat, I don't want to fuck that up. It's Chad is going to tell me if I'm wrong.
So.
Yeah.
Kind
Cousin
of like a
that moved in.
Custody type of thing.
Yes. She was in a bad situation.
Because her family,
moved in. Yeah, bad situation for cousin. Moved in with DSP later in life, right? So DSP is definitely an only child, but it's cousin moved in and was treated like a sibling for him. But he doesn't really talk about her much at all, so I don't know how much relationship they had. Obviously, we don't know, but he doesn't really talk about it that much. But nowadays, she's apparently doing well, apparent to her public things on LinkedIn or something, so good for her, of course. But anyways, next message here. Legend Brad Burnian in the house. Let's go, Brad Burnian. Hello, Brad Burnian. Oh, hang on, Brad Burnian. Turn on your mic. Turn it on. Yep, that button. Okay, he turned it on.
Hi, all. Brad Burnian here. Question. When do you all think Phil's passion for gaming started to fade, essentially? Because he doesn't like gaming nowadays. It's quite obvious. There's the occasional game that maybe he does, it kind of breaks through and he does like, you know, Stray or, you know, Bug Snacks, you know, or Street Fighter 6 even, even though he, you know, he complains a lot and he smashes his joystick. I think he does like that game a lot. And if it were up to him, he would play it, you know, almost every stream, I think. But, you know, somewhere along the way, obviously, any passion that he did have in the early days for games is long gone. So what point in time do you reckon it started to slip, do you think? Okay, bye.
Good question, Brad Burnian. I think Probably around the time it became the job. I mean, there was a time there when he was still having fun, but once it became the real grind and he was on the grind of, I got to finish the game as fast as fucking possible, that's going to take away your fun for gaming, man. I mean, that's not how games are supposed to be played. Get to the ending as fast as literally possible, you know?
Yeah. And also, I'm not really buying his whole passion angle entirely, because saying you're passionate about playing video games kind of like saying passionate about watching movies or something. It's something that's intended for you to like it, something that is supposed to be enjoyable, and it's pretty easy to say you're passionate about it. I don't really think I've ever seen a lot of passion in him. Because if he was, he would make videos that actually show that instead of just shitty, like randomly generated fucking video game playthroughs.
Yeah. Like, or like,
like,
go ahead.
Did you see him talking about Scott the Woz? But go ahead first.
Oh yeah, Scott the Woz. Yeah, I didn't see that yet. I can pull that clip up. I did not. I saw that. That was like in the last react, right? Scott
Yeah.
the Woz. And he,
Because when you brought up talking about, actually when we started talking about passion, that's who I thought about, because he referenced them pretty recently. And I think Scott is a pretty passionate guy, because you can see it in his videos. Even though I'm not his fan or anything, I've stumbled upon a couple of them. I think it shows that he's actually passionate. And then you look at KO Gaming, something that's supposed to be somewhat comparable to that, and this guy looks like he's just shitting out videos so he can get some more views.
and yeah, shitting on shitting all of the games he talks about too. Don't forget that part of it. KO Gaming is just shitting on everything except for there's a rare positive, but he still has to like, oh well, you know, it's still not the bet. Here's talking about all the fucked up things. It's totally negative. I think I was trying to say he could be passionate about fighting games, but I don't even fucking know if that's true. I think he was passionate about finding a place in the world that could be his community. Unfortunately, he cared about it so much, he pissed everyone off enough to hate him back then. And, you know, so I don't even know if he loves, I think he loves being acknowledged, and fighting games allow you to be acknowledged if you're good enough at them. And he tried really hard to be good enough at them, and he was better than the average player. You know, he was good enough player to win some regional things, 4th place at Evo, and I think that is why he was passionate. That wasn't about the game. It was about I was recognized for being good at something, and that's something that he wants more than anything else, even today, right? And he can't get it, as you know. He cannot get it. That's what he wants more than anything else. Let's get to shout outs to Snort Hogan here for the clip here of Scott the Woz, just the audio. Let's go.
We're not going to watch the whole video. All right?
Of course.
What are everyone's opinions on Scott the Woz?
This started, by the way, right when the video started. What is his opinion on Scott the Woz? Doesn't give a fuck about the video. It just says, what everyone's opinion about Scott the Woz? All right, here we go.
All right? Honestly, I feel editing skills, decent. His commentary.
Dude, you cannot talk about editing skills. Shut the fuck up. Decent.
Yeah.
Decent. Everything decent. But I would say, I mean, this is a 6-year-old video. For 6 years ago, do you think this video warrants 3.6 million views on YouTube? What is special about the video exactly?
Got him.
What is he doing differently that makes him stand out?
This is incredible. I didn't even hear. I forgot this
one. Better than other people who do these kind of countdowns. Honest question. Double M says, entertaining videos but flat humor. Even his recent videos are flat.
Yeah. Compared to DSP, this humor is very flat.
Yeah.
Right?
And notice how somebody else just told him what his opinion was.
Uh-huh.
Because he doesn't have any opinion on this guy. And he watched like 3 minutes of his video. And then he looks at chat and is like, okay, you guys. And then we come to a point where people start contradicting themselves in chat and he calls them out. Yeah, this comes a little bit later.
Okay.
He's cool and chill.
He's cool and chill, LARPer.
Not bad for 6 years ago, but sucks for now.
Oh, yeah. And
it's called a
notice how
personality.
those people in his chat, they are rating this content. If the people that appreciate Dark Side Phil content, they have a very good scale.
They know comedy, okay? They know a good shit joke when they hear it, all right? Get the fuck out of here.
So here we go. I'm just asking questions. I'm literally just asking, what do you guys think? Right? Like, I don't see anything. Like, I'm watching this video. I can't point out a particular negative. right? I can't, like, I don't really see anything.
You sound like you're trying to find one pretty fucking hard.
Oh yeah.
God, I can't find anything negative. So let me ask you guys to help me find one.
Wrong with the video. At the same time, it's kind of bland to me. Like, to me, I watch this and I'm like, okay.
It's not like part 64 of God of War 18. You know, those are the opposite of bland.
Yeah.
So it's a countdown of the worst games on Metacritic. He's not really adding much commentary or anything unique that you wouldn't hear anywhere else.
Hey, he's not throwing in enough goat laughs.
Very well just be reading right off of Metacritic, right? Like,
Okay,
I wouldn't even
that's
know.
fine.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, I don't get it. What is it that makes these certain people popular?
Get more views than me? That's what I want to know. So could you tell me that?
You know what I'm saying?
Why do they get no hate and I get hate?
Yeah, that's
Why
it.
don't you hate on them? I'm watching this video. I can't even hate watch it. I can't find a bad thing about it. Go hate on Scott the Woz. What the hell?
I'm curious. What made him become so popular? Because this is what happens is over the years, I just make my own content and I'm on my own business.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
pay attention.
Oh,
to
you
anyone
really
else on
mind your own
YouTube or nothing.
business.
You guys know that. I don't really give a shit.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And then other people just become popular. Like, everyone knows Scott the Woz. Scott the Woz, he's such a hot guy on YouTube. Scott the Woz, the next up-and-comer. Scott the Woz, millions of videos or views every video he puts out and everything, right?
Why is that?
That's
All
great.
1.5.
But what stands out about?
Oh shit! I pushed the button. Hold on. 1.5. Well, let me. No.
What made him become so popular? Because this is what happens is over the years, I just make my own content.
Oh shit! I clicked it again. Sam, come back.
What happens is over the years, I just make my own content. I'm on my own business, right? I don't pay
Sam,
attention to anyone else on
please.
YouTube or nothing. You guys know that. I don't really give a shit, right?
All right,
And then
we're
other people just become popular. Like, everyone knows Scott the Woz.
Notice
Scott the Woz,
how
he's a hot guy
at
on
no
YouTube.
point did he mention anything about Scott's personality, because he just seems like a genuine likable guy that would make people just watch his stuff, because he seems like he's passionate about what he's talking about. He never thought about that.
That's
He's
not
looking
even
at this
option.
like a product. Yeah, like, why is this product so successful? Let's analyze it. Like, no, maybe he's just things that are sometimes simpler than that. He's just a cool guy.
People in chat are saying that, by the way, as well. I'm looking at the
The
chat.
Woz, the next up-and-comer.
It's called
Scott
having a
the Woz, millions of
personality,
videos,
Phil.
every video he puts out and everything.
Yeah.
Right? And that's great.
That's
but
great, dude.
What stands out about this? If you were to say, what is the
God, are
defining
we still
factor
going?
that makes Scott the Woz good on YouTube, what would your answer be? This is the first video I'm ever seeing, and I'm saying it's solid. Like, it's a solid video to me. Like, it seems like it's solid editing.
Then who cares? Then move on. Enjoy the video then.
Pacing, commentary is flowing, right? But what exactly makes him Mr. Popular? Can anyone explain? I genuinely would like an answer. What do you guys think? Because this is the first video I'm seeing.
Who's gonna answer you, Jade? It entertain.
He got big from Reddit. His recent videos are a lot more trippy. He likes to destroy stuff. It's more edited and animated. He made a whole YouTube movie around the reason he has a blue border around his videos. But what? You didn't answer the question.
Cool.
Right?
I like the blue border. We have a pink border.
What is it that made Scott the Woz popular on YouTube? Why did he blow up? What about his videos makes him stand out and makes him popular? That's my question. I'll see if anyone else wants to. Literally, no one's answered it yet.
No. People are answering.
so
You're
like,
ignoring
no.
those. People are answering. They're saying he has a personality. You're just skipping those.
Like, you could look at stuff that's popular and be like, okay, so what is it? Why is it popular? Sometimes
Why is DSP popular?
Things on YouTube get popular for
He jerked
love or
off.
popularity
Oh,
because
that's
the
true.
algorithm hits it, right?
He's wearing a nice shirt.
And the next thing you know, they're just popular forever. They never leave. With me, I never hit that level of popularity. I was popular for about 4 years on YouTube. But I never hit that level of like immunity. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's a level on YouTube that when you hit that
Whoa, hold on. He never hit that level of what?
popularity.
A popularity
Okay,
where
popularity. I
you
thought
could
you
just
said
kind of
immunity.
exist and be popular.
I thought he said immunity.
But I never hit that level of like immunity. You know what I'm saying?
Immunity,
I feel like there's a
yeah.
level on
that's what he
YouTube
said.
That when you hit that level of popularity, you'll never decline.
No,
because you're so
that's
big
true.
that-
You did though. He did. I mean, Phil was in the top 100 of all people on YouTube at one time. Those people are still making videos and love, like fucking iJustine we covered. iJustine was, that level that he wanted to get to, but then he gets fucked because he fucked it up himself. They evolved. They evolved and changed, and you didn't. It doesn't take that much thought. It doesn't take a valedictorian to understand that. But
I would also make a case about him being this popular, not because of himself, but because he was saturating YouTube with so many videos. Because sometimes you just want to watch a random gameplay of a certain game to see if it's worth buying. And
Definitely.
if there's somebody who just spammed so many fucking videos, you can't escape them. You're just gonna give them the view because you don't care that much. And
Yeah,
I
that's
think
true.
a lot of his success was accredited to that. But of
Definitely,
course, he was there day one. He would buy the game, play it, and upload all the shit. So he deserves a little bit of credit too.
He gamed the system. He worked hard to game the system. He worked hard to game the system to be the. If you want to search for Spider-Man, Broken Horizon, whatever the fuck it was, on day one, you search it in the YouTube, and that DSP would be right the fuck there. So where else you gonna go? I want to see how these Broken Horizon is. You check it out, whatever the fuck game, you know. And he did it well. But he also, people legitimately thought he was funny. I mean, the more I see, the more you do see there is fans saying, "Oh my god, video! This is my favorite video on YouTube, Phil. This is the best." You know, and you wonder how old they are and their sense of humor. But I mean, you know, he did get views. Yep.
Once I remember what I was watching back in that day on YouTube, you know, I fucking cringed too because I was watching a lot of embarrassing childish stuff because I was like 12 years old.
Yeah.
So I understand why his audience was like that, but when it became more about his personality, especially after he moved, then you could see people start dropping off because he's just so toxic.
Yeah.
But when it just comes to watching somebody random playing a video game, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's what you said it best though. When it changed, when YouTube changed from just being about playing a gameplay video to being about your personality, that's when it dropped off for him. Without a doubt, that was the end. Because once you have to lean on his personality, you see what you fucking get, and that's not a good personality to have to earn your living on. But there's 1 minute left. I guess
doesn't matter. And if this guy has millions of subscribers and he's getting 3-4 million views a video, it doesn't matter what he does, he's going to be fine for life. You know what I mean? Like, he'll always be popular on YouTube. But what is it that made him stand out, that made him so popular? No one can answer, right? His videos are more down-to-earth than most gaming content at the time, a more legit old-school YouTube feel, and it blew up.
I don't know what that means, whatever, mouth drooler.
His popularity is his comedy and slapstick humor. You realize the two of you just contradicted each other, right?
There you go,
Let me tell you why both you idiots are stupid.
Person says, oh, he's just down-to-earth, he's a solid YouTuber. Another person says, oh, it's slapstick humor, over-the-top comedy. So the two of you who are fans can't even agree. Do you see my point about you two?
Why are they fans?
Sounds like he has a lot of reasons to be like, though. People think he goes slapstick, he's down to earth. This dude sounds very diversified. I like it. I'm gonna check out Scott the Woz now.
This is the weird thing about YouTube. There's things that are popular, no one can explain it, but it just is. But everyone knows Scott the Woz, so we gotta go watch this new video and give him 5 million, 7 million views. But no one
Cope. Just get the inhaler of cope. Just take it, man. It'll save you the breath of reading all this, just spouting all this shit.
What's popular about him, right? YouTube's a weird thing, man. That's for sure.
Oh, that's for sure.
And again, I'm not saying anything about him. I think the video's solid. But if you were to ask me,
I think the video's pretty awesome, actually. I love it, actually, but I just don't get it.
I think this video got 3.6 million views. I couldn't give you a single answer. There's tons of people on YouTube, the same level of quality, who don't get those views. Okay, let's continue.
Are you insinuating that you have that quality? I hope not. But anyways, that's...
He's insinuating that there's supposed to be some level of fairness on YouTube. No, there's not. Just, go run your channel, do what you think is best for you. Maybe you're going to be successful, maybe you won't.
He has this...
He's trying to fucking analyze this shit like it's a science. It's really not. If you got what it takes, apparently Scott the Woz got what it takes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he thinks everything in the world should be fair. So everyone has the same exact situations, and there's no changing from that. So everyone has the same income, everyone has the same opportunities, and that's fine to want that for the world, right? Okay, I wish the world was more fair, and there's people that aren't in hardship, and everyone can have the same amount of everything. That's a cool thought to have, right? It'd be nice, right? It'd be less people dying from hunger, all that shit. But you can't, as a person living in a gated community that makes more than 90% of the people in the country that you live in, you really can't say that anymore. You can't say, I wish I could have it better, guys, but you already do. You have the situation that a lot of people wish they could dream about having, but yet you still complain about yours. And that's what makes people, just frustrated. Don't buy this bullshit, because you are both making more than most people, yet also begging, and just that's why he's an asshole. But anyways, like some rice in the house. Let's go.
What up? That being said, this is like some rice. Big ups. I need to rant because I think I finally hit my wall where Phil is just really, really, really pissing me off. And he always pisses me off. like everybody else, but he is just on this like cult-like section lately where every single time when he refers to his channel, he's been using the term "we" a lot.
Yep.
And that is just so disingenuous because nobody else in that chat is like, all right, Phil, come on, we can make this money together. We can do this. It's just so stupid. And I think the idea that he just expects people to come out in droves and pay his way to live is so stupid, especially when he is definitely above 95% of Americans or even like other countries when it comes to financial problems. It's mind-boggling. And as somebody who had recently been in a cult, and by recently I mean like 5 years ago, I had escaped from one. It's just really stupid. So, just needed to rant. Big ups. Hope you all are doing well. And Steve, hope you're doing well as well, sir. Yeah, take it easy, guys.
Pronounce like some rice, former cult member. Please call in
yeah,
with
that
another
was
tale
a
of
revelation.
Yeah, you could kind of tell us more how Phil is a cult because you were in one. I mean, apparently. I do want to play the one. How about a classic? How about a disgusting bag? You feel like a disgusting bag, Meerkat? Let's go.
I definitely feel like a disgusting bag.
There we go. 15 seconds.
It's disheartening when I have these goals set for the day. I'm talking about all day, and I'm not even close to hitting them. Sucks. All right. Well, we'll see. Let's talk about it again tomorrow. I hope you'll join me for the podcast in the morning.
So I love this laughing about all day, right? So that's the key point here. So he says, got these goals all day. Like, because they're there a long time, they're there for you to hit, motherfuckers. Get the point? Get the hit? It's all day.
Oh, and it's so passive-aggressive when he says, yeah, I guess we're going to talk about it tomorrow. Make sure to show up for the podcast. That means he's straight up priming you for the next day in the morning. Sun shines, you wake up, and you get in line, motherfucker, because we're falling behind on all this work.
Exactly what your parents do. Let's say you come home late. This is legit happened. I came home late one time. My dad was like, all right, we'll talk about it in the morning. We'll talk about it in the morning. You're like, oh, fuck. You don't want to talk about it. Dude, that's what he's doing to his chat. He's treating his chat like that. We'll talk about it in the morning, motherfuckers. We'll talk about it in the morning. Just know I'm disappointed. We're going to have a talk about it. All right? Good night, everybody. Great streaming week. Great streaming week, everybody. Had a lot of fun. A lot of great progress. I love it. We'll talk about it in the morning, all right? We got some things to talk about. That's the best. Okay, this is an interesting one. Fantastic Mr. Ballsack is here. This is...
Oh, wow.
I don't know who this is. Never heard this name, but let's go. Fantastic Mr. Ballsack.
Yo, you already know who it is. First things first, big ups on Phil's drip. I'm glad people are making fun of it. Dude wearing shirts 2 sizes too small. And then we saw some of his stuff he wore like a decade ago. Looks like a broke Sopranos character. Even like the low-level grunts and goons or whatever, even they had better drip than him. But second, obviously, I have a hypothetical style question. Ooh. So people keep saying, I see a lot of people saying, this is the end of Phil. This is the end of Phil. Say it again and again and again. It's not. The only way it'll be the end of Phil is if he's demonetized off of every single platform, or if tips and the contributions or whatever is consistently slow. And hypothetically, let's say December, all of his support is about like what $50, $60 in tips. Let's pretend like he still has 399 members, because definitely organic growth, 399 to 490 in like 2 weeks, definitely organic. But how many black shirt begging videos, now guys videos, and like swing by, drive by tips do you think we would get if during December he just had consistently low support? Because we've seen what he's done now, but how do you think he would ramp it up? ALT is not old. Again, team ALT not old.
He cut off. That's
it cut off on
he
that?
He reached the limit.
Oh,
Son of a bitch. God damn it. I wanted to hear the rest of that. Son of a bitch. All right, anyways.
Come on, man.
Yeah. We see what he's doing. He'll do the, 2 days slow, emergency style pre-stream, which we got yesterday, right? You watched that one, Meerkat, the emergency style one. It's about us. What do you guys want? What do you guys want? Come on, I'm gonna take control and all that shit. That happened 2 days ago. and then he gets a nice day off. He'll come back, start normal stream, and then slow, the cycle continues. It never ends. It's like nature's the passing of time with these slow stream, emergency, get support, slow. But, I mean, he's doing it way more than ever before, so it's going to keep going like that for years, though, I bet.
Yeah. I guess one of the questions was, what is the escalation to that? So let's say we have in like a couple of slow weeks, he does like a begging video. He does a dedicated YouTube begging video for his YouTube supporters that don't tip him during stream.
Yep.
What else he gonna do? What else do we got? I guess like another marathon to raise funds, something.
That's in the begging that's in the begging belt, the bat belt. So this begging belt is the emergency stream. You could also do ultimatum style, right? We don't have ultimatum style much anymore. He kind of teases at it, but he could say, guys, I need to get this much ultimatum style. That might be against TOS, but I mean, everything he does is, so it wouldn't matter. So, he can fucking do it. But he'd be like, I need this much this month, or I can't do this anymore. So you probably could ride that out for a few months, I mean, after that, what else could you do, right? I mean,
yeah,
just make up more emergencies, shit that cat magically broke, and something bad happened.
Yeah. Well, he had this emergency earlier this year that it was a mystery emergency. So he was just collecting money for a mysterious purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And he realized he could get away with it. So I could see a lot of those, like you said,
just don't say
cropping
anything.
up. Yeah. But if we're talking about is this the end for Phil? Like people have been talking about since probably like 2015. Or maybe even earlier than that. You got to think about it as a TV show. How are we going to wrap up all the loose ends? Because the guy still needs to. If it would be quote unquote the end, so he's like gone from the internet, getting a real job. He should be able to sustain himself with that, which means that he's having a much smaller house, or maybe like moving back with his parents. So all of this takes time. So it's going to take at least a couple of years for sure, even if it all started now. So I think there's way more to go, at least until he's completely finished.
So in the house, he always says that too. That house is worth a lot more than he bought it for. He's already paid not a lot of it off, but he's paid, an amount of it off. So, he's got some time. Don't worry. He'll be doing this for a while. But as you see, we're already in the decline, the decade of failure, whatever. The decade of decline, whatever.
I think also, I don't think you're familiar with Onision. But he did kind of a going off the internet type of thing where he still has like a private Patreon, OnlyFans, stuff like that. So the hardcore people that like him, because there's still a couple of those, believe it or not, they can still give him money. So I'm 1,000% sure DSP is going to do that. He's never going to be completely off because the ego aspect, he's been somebody on the internet for like 15 years.
Yeah.
So he's got no plans on quitting that. So yeah, the decline is going to be very long. Which is kind of good for the people that just want to watch the train wreck. And it's bad for the people that just want it to be over with and they want him to get his comeuppance.
Yeah, that is good. But Onision was like top of the fucking top at one point. So like he has more residual viewers, I'd imagine, but who the fuck? He's also insane, so who knows? But
the accusations against him are like really severe.
Legit.
He's like an actual groomer, abuser. He's 1,000%. Now he's getting like a federal lawsuit against him or something. He's like fucked.
Yeah.
DSP is much more stable.
I like what he showed. Didn't he was he his own lawyer in the court or whatever? And he showed up.
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah, he showed up with like a beanie and a suit.
That was
so good, man.
That was funny. Yeah. All right. I do want to get to, before we wrap up, we still have some messages. We're going to get to as many as we can, of course. But I do want to get to Turkey Tom in the house, put out his response video to DSP. All right. And I don't know. Overall, what did you think about it? I have a few clips here. What did you think about it? Oh, I guess let's play the clips first. All right. So I guess I got 3 clips here from it
Phil,
that I thought were
pushing
interesting.
it a little.
So basically, he really leaned in on DSP's. DSP didn't like. Remember, DSP hated the word. The only thing DSP hated about it. Remember, he didn't watch it. Watch it. Is about the word failure. All right. So this is Tom Tommy talking about that part of it.
All right, Phil, we're pushing it a little bit now. He seems to really have an issue with the term failure because he feels like his life is in a good place now. Well, to me, one mark of a lolcow is someone who's unwilling to change despite a clear sign that they probably should change. People like Boogie, who no matter how many chances he's given or how much advice he gets, he just repeats these same mistakes over and over. It almost feels like a genetic disorder where they just cannot learn. And Phil is in the same boat. At the beginning of my video, I outlined Phil's financial irresponsibility early in his life, in perhaps the earliest manifestation of his ability to handle his finances in anything resembling a mature way. A 23-year-old Phil was living in a 3-bedroom apartment he knew he was going to move out of within half a year. In the meantime, he had no idea how he was going to pay his bills, let alone find and pay for another place to live in. With his only job prospect being an entry-level position at a Best Buy, Phil applied his business diploma to the best of his abilities. Instead of buckling up and being frugal, hoping to scrape by until his conditions improved, he decided to take cash advances on every single one of his credit cards, which ended up being about $3,000, so that he could travel to and attend EVO. This decision mangled him financially so bad that he spent the next 5 years only managing to pay off the interest.
I love that part. I love that part just because it shows how stupid can you be. You know what I'm saying? How stupid can you be? Finance. He already has business degree at this point, guys. Business degree side Phil maxes out all credit cards to go to EVO and he got fourth at EVO, so big ups. Won a few $100s, but he took out $3,000. So anyways,
yeah.
All right, 2 more real quick.
Now, Phil's not in danger of living in the sewer. He has some income, but with habits like that, it's no wonder people find him so fascinating. Someone who's so mind-broken that they will beg their audience for money, demand their audience for money on stream after stream after stream after stream, while doing nothing to stop their poor spending habits or increase the quality of the content apart from, like, wearing a vest, I guess. I would probably consider that failure, and I would also consider being like $500,000 in debt of his own will with no way to pay it off, specifically because of reckless decisions he made to be, failure.
So he's really trying to hammer home Phil's biggest problem with this was the title. So Thomas kind of focused on that to show why he is a failure in many different ways. Last clip here.
I'm not unhappy. So
yeah, this is the best. So this again, he kind of spliced in some DSP clips to explain it. Here we go.
I'm not unhappy. So how am I as a failure? Everything.
So again, if you're happy, you're not a failure. All right, I guess if that's how you want to define it. All right.
I'm doing today is what I've wanted to do. Like it's intentional.
It's I love this part, this intentional thing. So what he's saying there is I intentionally wanted to get to this business place in my business where I have to beg you for money so much that if 2 days go slow, I need to pity party you.
Yeah.
It's all intentional. That's what we can take from that. Am I crazy? Right? It's all intentional, brother. All intentional.
Sure.
Yes.
I believe you.
Let's go.
How I wanted things to go and what I wanted to do. So how is that failure? That's what I really don't get. It'd be one thing if I was trying to be a top gaming YouTuber and I was failing, and I was trying all the things, I was putting out all the stops, I was using the thumbnails, I was doing the clickbait, I was trying to follow all the trends, and I just couldn't do it.
We talked about it on the show Sunday. He did do that, and obviously Turkey Tom came in hype here too.
Yeah, then that's a failure.
Yep.
I literally am not doing that, nor have I ever tried to do that. So how is that?
That's a lie.
I would love an answer.
That's just a lie.
Oh, what do I do here? Oh, I see. Wait.
I mean, I did make a 2-hour video about this, Phil. If you really want to know, like, you will find out if you watch the video. It's not a total secret. Like, if you watch the 2-hour content, if you actually click on the video with the title, then the title is like generally explained, and this applies for almost every video as well. So I don't know how much time you spend on YouTube these days, Phil, but if you click on a video, usually you'll find out what the title meant. But even here, Phil isn't being entirely honest, is he? Back in the day, he did want to be one of the top gaming YouTubers. He wanted to succeed. He was always talking about how much work he was putting in and time he was putting in, and oh, I actually treat this like an actual job, He wanted to be #1. He just had
Yeah, so he literally used to say that. I mean, he said also earlier, I just as a joke, dude. It's just a joke for me. He said many times, I treat this like a job. I mean, that's what he used to say. Almost done here.
Had poor production quality. He was refusing to put in the effort he actually needed to make it happen. He was set in his ways, recording his TV screen and uploading clip after clip after clip after clip. And at one point, when he felt like he was a big shot, he bought a 3 Series, which is a nice car, but it's also an expensive car, both to purchase and to maintain. He was never thinking in the long term. He just sort of acted like he was going to make the money he was making forever, and he didn't. That's part of why I consider him to be a failure as well. He completely failed to assess where he could be within just a few years by putting all of his eggs in one basket. And as a result, it really cost him a lot. If mentally Phil is doing better than ever before, then good. No therapist needed, no Prozac, no belly rubs before bed. He's doing good. He's eating his little dog food. Good for him, okay? But on paper, I think there's no denying that he's made a series of continuous mistakes. A severe and continuous lapse in his judgment, which has led him to be in a less than ideal position in his life. He had the chance to live a life that very few can even dream of, and for a bit, he was living it.
Yep. So that's all I got from that. But I mean, it was overall like he did hit on points that was good. It just wasn't as hard hitting as the first one because it was a response video, so it's not going to be that great. But the only part, unfortunately, he said he showed clips of WWE Supercard, which is annoying.
Yeah.
But it means
he
whatever.
called it Superstars.
yeah.
It's this kind of things that of course we're gonna point out because we know about it. But it really does matter. I have a really stupid analogy, but please indulge me.
Sure.
Him being a failure and being happy with his life is kind of like being a fan of a shitty movie, where the movie is a failure. The movie sucks, but it's not mutually exclusive. You can still like it. You can still be happy with it.
Yep.
I kind of see it like that. It's not really his counter argument to the whole thing, because you can point out even more ways that he's failed because he didn't really have a lot of financial security for his family, so he kind of failed with that, because if he is gone, then Kat and Jasper, they lose the house, they got to go do something else. So that's kind of a failure if you think about it. But then we started thinking about a lot of other things.
Yeah, it's just a midlife crisis thing, I have to it's like, so, you call me ugly? Well, joke's on you. I don't think I'm ugly, so whatever. Just like that. Like disarming your argument by saying I don't care is like, what you do in middle school, like, I hate you because you're stupid. Well, joke's on you. I don't care.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, you can say that, I guess. Cool. That is kind of, you can just ignore reality. That's cool, but all right. It's just whatever. I mean, Phil, that's a midlife crisis speak right there. 100%. All that shit, like, how can I be a failure? I don't get it. I mean, I don't have as much money as I used to have. I also beg every day. I also am 2 slow streams away from panic. I also, if I order DoorDash twice a week, and if it's 30 minutes late, I get in a tizzy and have to tell all you about it. I have no interest stories to tell you, so I tell you about my DoorDash on the day off. I mean, what? How can I be a failure? But anyways, it was cool, though. We'll see. By the way, Philip did say he wants to talk to Tom. He did say this.
Oh, yeah.
The day after saying, I don't want to get in any drama anymore, guys. I've made a concerted effort to stay away from the drama. The very next day, he says to his own fans, if he wants to reach out to me, I'm open for it.
And he seemed interested, though.
Tom was down, yeah. Tom said, yeah.
Yeah, he responded to somebody on Twitter asking for his Twitter thing, profile.
So, there you go. So we'll see what happens. Phil talking to his own fans. The one day saying, I want to stay out of drama for you guys. I want to stay out of drama for you. The very next day saying, yeah, I'll talk to Tom. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
That's interesting that it's being pointed out by chat. Now Turkey Tom is with Keemstar. So they're like, I don't know if DSP is going to be interested in talking to somebody who is doing deals with the devil and playing with dirty money, with blood money. Very dangerous.
Tom really wants Phil. Oh, yeah, of course, Tom wants Phil and Lolcow live. Absolutely proper. That is true. Because it would be that's a hype get for them. That's the dream, right? They know what happens. They saw all the side scrollers.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it would be as well. If they do it, I hope Mudahar's there. That's all I'll say. Because I don't want you can't let it get insane out of crazy and then Phil just check out. But if you have a measured episode, keep Boogie out of it probably is the best way to go. But I don't know. What do you think? If Boogie's still there, I think he's gone, right?
No, I think Boogie Wings should be there. I think Keemstar handled it very well when he was there during the interview, because he kind of plugged in real late. And I know that he's usually very explosive, but he knows that if he was explosive, he would give DSP a lot of like victim credit.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to do that. So I see what he did there. I appreciate it.
Had the cigarette, chilling. All right, Phil,
Yeah.
go ahead. That was awesome. All right. Super
And
scuffer in the house. Yeah, go ahead, please.
Then you got Adam calling DSP out for like hypocrisy and believing other documentaries. And it was just such a great moment.
Best. We got to watch that once a year. We got to do like a live react to that. That's so awesome. All right. Super scuffer in the house.
Hi, Super Juffer, battery exhausted. We all know Phil loves the Hogans. If Scopely designed a Hogan just for Phil, what would it be? If you could design Phil a special Hogan and they'd release it in special packs, what would you put on that Hogan?
Ooh.
And why would it be special for Phil? What would make him want to spend more than ever? Show me those Hogans. You'd be good, my little good Gus. If you can't be good, you're naughty.
That's a good question.
It's a really good question, yeah.
Well, was Hogan ever in DX? I don't think so.
No. He did the NWO.
NWO. So, yeah, because, well, here's the thing. Phil doesn't give a shit. He'll spend thousands on, like, zombie Shawn Michaels. So it doesn't take much, right, guys? But what would it take to, what kind of Hogan will we need? And I can always just ask chat to make them do the funny stuff, and then we can come back later. So that's what I'll probably do.
Kind of Hogan.
All right, question. Here you go. Q&A, guys. What Hogan would make Philip? I don't know. Because here's the thing. How do I even ask the question?
I got
Doesn't
it.
matter. Go ahead, please.
We get like a Hogan, and you press on his belly, and he says something racist. Because that's something that Hogan totally would have done, and it really fits with his character.
Yeah, didn't Hogan say the N-word one time? And like Phil shouted that out. Yeah, we need that like push the stomach and it says that N-word right there.
No, it's the opposite. It's Booker T said
Booker
the
T.
N-word to Hogan.
Okay,
Yeah.
there we go. There we go. Oh, Lasagna Cat says a Hogan of the moment where he called Yokozuna a slur would be his favorite. Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting the our Q&A is
Racist
ready.
Hogan.
We got like 15 minutes on that Q&A. Get in there. Get your funny stuff. We'll read
And
it at the end.
the cool thing is we can make all the jokes we want on Hogan because he's actually an asshole in real life. So
Oh yeah,
fuck Hulk
absolutely.
Hogan, the Hulkamaniac.
There's some good fucking documentaries on him on YouTube if you want to go down that rabbit
Yeah.
hole. Big ups to Commander Keen says crossover Wolverine Hogan. See that now we're talking. Hogan in Wolverine style clothes. All right, now we're talking. I like it. Wolverine, Hogan and like a fucking Blanca look to him, like Blanca Hogan.
Or like a green Hogan?
Yeah, green Hogan. Blanca Hogan.
That's kind of like the zombie Hogan they had. He was like green, like that.
Sexy fridge Hogan. I like that. Sexy fridge. Okay. Anyways,
Yeah,
let's keep
make
going.
love to me, brother. I want your body, dude.
You can rearrange my circuits, brother. Get that big thing over here. Give me that big stick, brother. Come on. We're hanging and banging, brother. All right, come on. We're refrigerating and banging, brother. All right, let's go. Big guy in the house.
Hey, guys. So, Phil's recent therapy session about the Turkey Tom video, he was complaining about the title and how it shouldn't be called a decade of failure. It should be called a decade of defeat or a decade of screwing everything up or whatever Phil's bullshit was. But my favorite was his slip up when he called his career a downward climb.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think is probably the best visual metaphor for Phil's existence on YouTube.
Yeah, that's a great fucking point, big guy, as usual. Downward climb. That's what he's doing, though, too, you know? Like, that's a beautiful way to say it. The downward climb. The downward climb of DSP. They're the best.
Because I never actually thought about how stupid this is. 'Cause sometimes he would just say stuff and it would go under my radar because then, DSP said it. I'm not paying attention. And then you think about how stupid it is.
The downward climb. That's the Netflix show title. Come on. We got that. We already got the trailer. So, all right, Bob Starsky. Let's fucking get through these. Bob Starsky in the house. The person that did find the news that Jenna did not get reached out to by Keemstar. Let's go.
Hello. So Keem isn't speaking to Jenna, but I'm wondering, should I speak to Jenna? Do you think I should ask her if she'd want to have a chat? I could get more on if she actually spoke to Kat about Phil before Kat went, completely AWOL on the internet. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I just don't want her sending me diaper photos or putting it on video disgusting. You know what I mean?
I like how he's very quiet, like he's, on the corner of a Los Angeles street. Like, should I talk to Jenna? I'm right here. Should I talk to her or not, guys? What do you think?
You can feel the hesitation. He really doesn't know.
Yes, I think.
But I don't know if she feels like it. I don't know. Do whatever you want. I wonder if she's gonna have anything interesting to say. But I think she's kind of done with the interesting stuff. Maybe she can tell you something about Cat, but outside of that, good luck.
Yeah, I don't know. I think she's had some problems. Not to white knight for Jenna as well. I white knight for enough of those fucking St. Jeans. But she's had it rough. She's going through it right now. She's already back in the fucking diaper shit. I don't know. I say let her go. I say let her live her life. She'll
Yeah, she's not.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I believe she's not exactly like being harassed or something, because she's very open, and anybody can DM her on Instagram. And she really likes the attention, because she's.
Well, yes.
I think she told me or somebody else in DMs that she wants as many people making fun of her as possible, because she wants to be a lol cow.
Yeah, and
so
that kind of
there you got that.
makes me uncomfortable too. You know, like one time, like she because obviously I follow on Instagram because got to keep up with the news, and she started a new account and I was like, okay, I'll follow this account too, and she literally messaged me right back. Why did you follow me? I was like, and I didn't say anything. I never responded. Just did not respond because it's just like she wants. I think she kind of, I don't know. She wants the attention like this. I don't think it's good to give it to her. I'll continue to watch from afar and not interact. I'll just chill and not interact from afar.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Big ups to Redemption Games. Let's get next message in. We can finish all of them, I think.
Hello,
what Redemption Games?
This is your friend.
Oh yeah, Redemption Game. Yeah, this is. I think. It's
okay. Yeah, we got a parody of that guy.
Yes, that guy.
Redemption Games 22 on YouTube. It is clear that Keemstar, he spoke to the hairstylist from Curls and Twirls. And asked her why she leave the bad hair on Philippe Brunel.
Philippe.
Thank you. This is Redemption Games 22.
Big ups.
Oh yeah, well, there you go.
Impression style. Okay, that's another option.
I like how Sam in chat describes him. It's that guy with the face. If you know, you know.
You know.
That's all you need.
By the way, on the Snort Exchange, there is a new coins you can purchase on the Snort Exchange, guessing which woman Keemstar is talking about. So there's a few new coins just entering the market, I think a few days ago. The options are, where are they?
I don't know. They're doing that now?
Yeah, they changed. It's a special thing. Panda coin, Breezy coin, which is Brazy Momo coin, Spicy coin, which is the Hot Latina.
Really?
Ex-colleague coin, relative coin, unrelative coin. Yeah, those 5 options. You got relative coin, ex-colleague coin, spicy coin, Brazy Momo coin, and Panda coin are your new coins ready to make millions. Go ahead and enjoy that on the Snort Exchange. Have fun. Enjoy that.
Yeah, I gave up with that. I lost way too much.
I'm holding. I'm just holding. It's in my retirement fund. Just holding. That's all I can do. Next
up,
then
what happened was I hadn't logged in a while. So all the ones from Halloween that I didn't sell are still remaining, and I can't sell them.
Gotta wait till next year.
They're just staring at me like ooze coin and cannibalism, and then we got ants, and I just can't get rid of them. It's very sad. I get to look at my failure every time I log into that site.
They're penny
But I
stock.
gotta say that site is
absolutely
just amazing.
Yep.
Seeing how it's literally just a stock market about like DSP memes, it runs amazingly. It's a fantastic piece of shitpost software.
There you go. Here's the link in chat right there. If you're not, get your money in there right now. Nothing can go wrong. Looks like the most popular coin right now, just an update on the stock market here. Panda coin is the highest interviewee coin, with number 2 being ex-colleague coin. Spicy Hot Latina is unfortunately the lowest, which you might have guessed, I guess. But anyways, let's get to it. Yep.
Then again, most people just, regardless of what the coin is, they just want to make money. So they just invest in whatever they see as potential. Because
this is news to me.
When it comes to like massive money, you leave the actual theories at the door. You look at what's making money right now. That's why I lost so much money, because I was standing up for what I believed in, and then it failed me.
I can say this. Divorce coin is not looking hot. It's a very low right now. Health coin just took over. Not sure if I had anything to do with that, but anyways, let's move on positively. Iffy in the house. Let's go.
Yo, how we doing? That being said,
How you doing, Mecca? How you doing, AOT? This is usually the part where I would say, how you doing, Sam? Fantastic, Mr. Sam, sorry. And Steve with a dent. But they're probably off, aren't they? So, but
Yeah.
as a question, are you guys ever considering bringing on at some point Review Tech and showing him perhaps the bizarre and craziness that DSP has hidden off of his streams and all that from like his younger years, like you look through on the Density Scrolls AOT? Maybe bring on Review Tech, maybe Muda, I don't know. It just support, worth a shout.
I don't know. Business decider. Meerkat, what do you think about that? I'll throw it to you.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Well, we always done the thing where we invite people on that we think we can get a really good conversation going and have some fun with. Rich, everything I've seen about him, I don't think he's very interesting. I don't really personally care about talking to him that much. I don't watch his streams. And I don't really think he can say too much about DSP that people are going to find it interesting. So, I don't know. I guess we need to talk about it. But I'm personally, I don't really care, if I gotta be honest. If it's about putting a good show for everybody watching, I think there's much better choices than Rich when it comes to like DSP.
That's what I say. If let's say like he said tomorrow, like, can I come on the show? I don't know. We think about it. I would say probably let's just see how it goes. I don't know if he made the move out. I mean, I don't know. Mudahar absolutely yes, because Mudahar is a lore master, right? He knows his stuff, and I want to get his takes and all that stuff. He always is on that. He's cool, but who knows? Who knows? We're up.
Hell
for
yeah. That dude, I feel like I connect with him on like a spiritual level. I really respect that guy. Mudahar is fucking fantastic. If he wants to come on, I would be 100% for it.
Yeah, I'm like waiting for a bad Mudahar take on everything. Like haven't seen one yet. So like that's just he seems like he'd be a entertaining show. But all right, before we get to our Hogan pulls, let's get to our last message I'm going to play today. 2 more. Okay, we'll play 1 more. Here we go. 31 seconds. Brotherhood of Steelman.
So yeah, my theory on why Phil hates Japan is because he was created by nuclear fallout from Hiroshima and Nagasaki. His grand Phil went there to look around and I guess like help the Japanese people after nuke went off. And yeah, he was created because he caught a gene from the fat man and the bomb. But no, that's just a theory, a gout theory. Thanks for watching and pick ups.
Pick ups. All right. Do you have a theory about another reason why Philip doesn't like the Japanese style people? Makes sense.
But wait. I got lost a little bit in this one. So his grandpa was there during like the bombing?
Yes. That's what this person is insinuating. Yes.
Like radiation in his genes or something? And then caused
that caused what he is today.
All right.
That's the comic book version. Brotherhood of Steel Man. That's pretty hype.
Yeah.
So there we go.
I thought, because it would make sense if like the Japanese had bombed like the Italians or something, but it's like the Americans bombing the Japanese. So if anything, that's when you get like catharsis.
Yeah.
As a half American, the DSP is in like a quarter Italian, whatever the fuck. But that's what he would be proud of and not ashamed of and hate them for it, I know I'm looking for way too much logic in this.
Yes.
So yeah.
Don't think about it too much, then it kind of makes sense. The guy's backstories actually Sam was asking about the guy's backstory. The guy's backstory is already said. We already talked about that. It was created. Fuck, now I'm not gonna remember it, but it's on the box. I wrote a whole thing for that. Me and Darksy wrote the whole backstory. It was created based on. I'll find it as we speak here. But it's pretty funny. Can't remember what it was. I was funny.
The actual character of the guy's backstory.
Yes, it's just a paragraph. But we definitely
okay.
wrote something there. I can show it to you when I find it. But anyway, let's play one more message and I'll look for it. Incorrect Beans in the house. Go.
Okay, guys, I just want you to think about one thing. Phil will never stop streaming on his own. He'll never stop it, if even just for the fact that in his mind, that would be a huge W for the detractors. I mean, he'll never stop. He'll never stop. He'll never think, okay, I should get a job today. I mean, of course he won't, but he also will never leave the internet.
So you're saying that he'll just
Yeah.
continue? I mean, probably, yeah. I mean, what else is he gonna do?
Yeah,
Right?
we did talk about this earlier. It's gonna take him a long time if he's gonna be gone.
For good, yeah. I mean, all right, I got the story here. Ready for the story, guys? It's gonna be hype. This is the backstory
Oh
of the
yeah,
guy.
let's
A
go.
scientific accident. Here we go. I forgot about this. A scientific accident linked to bad cable management transformed streamer Dave Bennett into a being of raw power. We did that's intentional, Darksy there. So we can't say the real names. We said Dave Bennett. Anyways, being of raw power. Now he wields the elemental powers of gout and ooze, along with the bestial strength of a pig and a cockroach. With his newfound talents, he roams the galaxy as the bounty hunting guy. There we go. That's the backstory of the guy there. Hiccups.
Oh, I love Dave Bennett, dude. I love whenever somebody says Dave Bennett.
Dave Bennett. I hope that fucking. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love for him to change his name to Dave. It just fits him so good. He just looks like a Dave. This is a Dave right there. It's not a Phil. Come on.
It's a David. Did David or Dave? Real quick, I do want to say I wish that I hope the guy is doing well wherever he is, the actual figure. I hope the figure is doing well.
Yeah.
We don't know where it is. We don't know what happened to it. But wherever it is, I hope it's doing well because that's a pretty fucking cool thing we did. And I hope it's in a case somewhere. And when we do start the museum, we're going to have to buy it back from you. I don't know how much you're going to take for it, but we will have to buy it back at some point in the future for our museum, of course. But all right, let's get to the questions, all right? The question was, what Hogan would Phil like the most, all right? So let's see what kind of answers we got. A Hogan in DoorDash garb. Start. That's good. That's good. Nude. Makes sense. I'm down. Hogan eating a cheeseburger. Ghostbuster Hogan. They already have that. He already paid for those.
Oh,
Come
yeah,
on.
they have that. That's so good. He spent so much money on that one.
Yeah, already got
The
those, sir.
Ghostbusters Hogan.
Hogan with a 4th place badge. Yes, yes. Vest Hogan. 4th place Evo Hogan. Oh, God. Nazi Hogan, a.k.a. Pilot Hogan. Okay. That's Hogan and Mandingo crossover. Oh, you got Panda fans and DSP fans can enjoy that one. Ghostbusters Hogan, complete with sucking action. Hype. Hogan with Phil's authentic Italian sauce. Uh-oh, this is my new favorite. John Rambo Hogan. Oh, yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, God. This is so brutal. Rogelio Soria says, a Hogan that says, I love you, son, instead of brother.
Oh, dude.
Oof.
Oh, no. Oh, we're not supposed to get emotional on this show.
Sometimes it burns too hard, man. That burns, man. All right, thin sweater moobs Hogan. Now that's good. Uniglow tech. The technology is going to hype on that Uniglow. Hogan dressed as a hot Latina. I'm down. Leanna Hogan. Now that's a good one. Leanna Hogan. How do we pull that off? Hogan wearing DSP merch. Hogan with a Best Buy receipt. Girth measuring action. That's pretty hype. Measure your girth.
Wow.
Thunder Lips Hogan from Rocky 3. That's a pull. Rocky 3 hype.
Hold on the measuring one, I see some potential there. So should the Hogan be like, let's say he's bigger than average, and then he got like little marks on it that says how big you are. So you get to put the Hogan next to your Hogan, and you get to see which Hogan is best.
Oh, it's
There's
like
some potential to that. Think about it.
Yeah, the measuring mechanism is a circle, and that's where the mouth is. So you just gotta, there's marks along the circle.
Oh yeah,
and it just measures the girth that way. We're gonna get banned on YouTube with this hand graph, but you know what I'm saying. You get the point, everybody.
Grown, brother. You've gotten bigger, dude.
Come back again, brother. Not quite measured up yet, brother. All right. Hogan biting his fingernails. Hogan mascara. Hogan with a full head of hair. Bison Hogan. Slimmer Hogan. Hogan that says it's the guy. And Asian style Hogan. He would not like an Asian style Hogan. Now this is getting ridiculous. He would not like an Asian style. He would not like an Asian style Hogan. All right. Comcast Sikorsky Hogan copter.
Wow, the Hogan copter.
Dude, I wish one of us had $1 million because we could just make this stupid fucking shit.
Oh,
Hogan
yeah.
copter. How would you have it on stream? Here comes the Hogan copter, brother. Are you ACE certified yet, brother? All right, let's get out of here. We're having too much fun. Bison Hogan. Oh, for me it was a Tuesday, brother. Classic. All right, we're out of here. Like some rice. I said it incorrectly. All right, like some rice. I'll give it. I'm going back. It better be good. Like some rice says, Slimmer. Slimmer Hogan. Slimmer Hogan. As in...
Slimmer?
I don't know. Like some rice. I think I'm reading it correctly. ALT is Slimer style Hogan. Oh, it's Slimer style Hogan. Got it.
Oh,
Got
Slimer.
it. Slimer style Hogan. All right, that's worth it. I'll give it to
Oh.
you. Like some rice.
From the Ghost Brothers, huh?
Ghost Brothers. We're hanging and busting, brothers. We're hanging and busting, brother. All right, we're out of here. Great show. Thanks everybody for joining us. Sunday, who knows what the fuck we're gonna do? Might have a guest, might not. You never fucking know, right? Who knows? But you're all legends. I'll be back on Saturday for Ask the King nonsense. Meerkat might be streaming tomorrow. Who knows? Any stream you want to hype up right now, Meerkat?
No, not really. I just want to say, yeah, the Snortwave songs are on streaming. Just look them up. You're gonna find them. Have fun and stop asking me. You can finally stop asking me. I did it. I did the thing.
Fun. It is fun to say this, guys. Hey Alexa. What song should I say? Play Squeeze Banana by on Snortwave Records. Watch this.
Oh my god.
Please work. Oh, Strawberry Guy, you can't play that. Don't do that to me. Here, I'll do it manual style.
What?
It's playing Strawberry Guy. That was a fail. Mrs. Magic, Strawberry Guy. That's not what I said. Hold on, I'll get it going.
Oh, we flopped a bit.
God
but
damn
you know,
it.
It's technically possible. You could do it.
You could do it. You could do
it.
it. You could absolutely do it. Here we go. I'll get it going here. Let's go. Band going forever. Play it. Play it. All right, guys. If you can hear it, I don't care. Can you hear it?
Why would that be interesting? You just played the song. It would be interesting if Alexa did it.
Well, yeah, it still works.
Yeah.
Still like- Come on, it still works.
Anyways.
Yeah, we are all legends. Bit fail, but it's still there. Go listen to it in your car. Rock that shit out. Go to the mall. Get the, creep on whoever you want. Any age. Get that music going. They'll jump right in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
No. Sorry. What?
You put a bunch of asterisks on this, brother.
I was just
You're
pretending.
not supposed to do that.
I was doing it, imitating Philip Burnell at the mall with his creeping on 14-year-olds comment. That was it. That is not. ALT
Hey,
said
good,
that.
good.
No one else on that being said. It was just me. Anyways, you're all legends. We're out of here. Bye. You're all fucking awesome. Thanks for the contributions. Very meaningful time. We'll see you on Sunday, everybody. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. How I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like, I'm happy with who I am. Thank you all very much for the engagement today. I appreciate it. That wasn't a very good one. It kind of sucked, I'm not going to lie.